Mark, we're here. Okay, guys, coming to the end of the year, winding up for the end of 2018. What I like to talk about is like New Year's resolutions and way people focus on training. What the biggest thing I find a lot of times when people are training, they set goals, they're motivated, they're pumped. They love to say, right, this year I'm going to get it right. A lot of times I think it's you're supposed to start any time you feel like you want to have a change. When it comes to motivation and setting goals and everything else, a lot of times I like to see guys and they might even be successful, but what works today won't work tomorrow, or won't work 3 weeks from now. You've got to keep improving, keep adapting. And the biggest flaw I find with a lot of guys is like they've got a system, what's working, and they're going for it, they're training, they're literally at the door waiting for the gym to open, or any sort of business you could be doing. You're there enthusiastically doing the paperwork, doing everything you have to. You're there early, and as time goes on, 6 months, years, 4 years, 5 years, and down the line is like they're delaying, procrastinating, putting off for tomorrow what you could do today. And this is the biggest flaw I see. There's a lot of guys, they don't remember the passion they had, the enthusiasm, the mindset, their dream. They feel like I could do this forever. They're really enjoying what they're doing. And then it's like 6 months, a year, 5 years, 10 years, and all of a sudden now they make excuses. What's the reason for skipping time? At one time they would not. They would not break habits. They would not miss a session. They would not miss a deadline, a meeting or anything like this. And what happens as you go along, you find out these are where the hole starts. And then it's like down the line, you've got to think about any sort of deterioration is what it says, deterioration. You're slowly unraveling, okay? You're slowly deteriorating to a point where there won't be nothing of except the former self of you. And it's nothing worse than when you build a reputation and then it's like 5 years, 10 years down the line, you're a shadow of your former self. You know, like, the higher you climb, the further you fall and the harder the fall. And this is what I hate to see with people when they're training and they're fighting. And a lot of times the coaches, one of the things I used to like, now my career is set on about coaching and teaching, I love Costamato. Costamato, Floyd Patterson, did great things. And when he came to Mike Tyson, who would think that this old man would still have it in him to be able to coach and develop and raise someone to the heights of like undefeated, one of the greatest heavyweight champions ever. And I think for a lot of the instructors out there, although you might know how to get on a mat, kick butt, put a person in their place, you've still got what it takes up here in the mind. So I think first of all, it's nice to put the nose to the grindstone, put the work in, get the experience, allow, even if you're a former champion, but again, some champions and some fighters can't teach. But if you've got what it takes and you know how to dissect, how to build people, how to analyze and make them the best they can, they shouldn't mark you off as you get older. In fact, like wine, as you get older, you get better. You see more things, you know more things. And this is where you can actually be better for that person who's trying to be the best they can be. So New Year's resolution, I think a lot of times people's got to set goals, but try and have a mentor. Try and jump on someone who's actually can aid you and monitor you and keep you on that safe track. Don't start to believe that you know everything. There's a lot of guys I know that's training with me for a few years in martial arts, and they think they know it all. This is like the sport kid syndrome, where like kids when they get to their teens, they think they know it all. And then it's only when they get older, experiencing themselves, they realise they didn't know anything. And I think a lot of times it's like, if you've got someone to monitor you, a friend, partner, or anything else, this is the best person to be able to pull you up and say, look, get back on track. If you've got that, nothing's going to happen. I think you'll always be able to bounce back no matter what happens. So I'm going to leave it on this note. This is Mark Weir. Remember guys, fountain youth is sweat, work hard, sweat more, and stay young.